Guys, I want you to check out something that's been bugging me. I'm wondering if I'm crazy. It's Paradise City by Guns N' Roses, released in 1987. Steven Adler on drums. Let me hit play and peep one particular spot that's always sounded wrong to me. Here we go. Did you hear that? Let's try something. Let's put a metronome to this. I pre-exported the track with a click from Morse's. Shoutouts. Let's roll that. I'll go ahead and say it. It's rushing. Okay, so Steven Adler made a mistake, right? Just got a little ahead of himself. But listen to the second verse. Same thing. Nor is it haphazard or random. The band is tight. They're right on the downbeat. Then I found this. Hear that? And here's why this got on my drum radar. I think if you actually map this to the grid, it's more like a bar of 15, 16. Okay, let's slow this way down. My name is Nate. Pleasure to meet you. And I break down drums on the internet. And I've been hearing this song on the radio for years, usually at the gym. It's a rock classic. And that bar before the chorus always sounded strange. Subsequently, I went to music school and studied all sorts of nerdy stuff like polyrhythms and odd meters. Hear how it's off-kilter and shifting underneath like an odd meter, but it doesn't have that three-legged dog feeling? Real life of the party subjects, I know. But recently I heard this on the radio again. Where else? At the gym. And it finally made drum nerdy proggy sense. Like Nate's usual music. This. And today, we'll break it down. Was this really an odd meter? And who is Steven Adler and why did he play it this way? Finally, was this a permanent part of the arrangement or was this his unique interpretation? And I think the answer will tell us something about what we really mean when we say a drummer does or doesn't have a good time. Anyway, today we'll talk about it. And we'll have transcriptions of anything associated with this video for free download at the link below the video player. Stay tuned. Chapter 1, the song. Let's talk quickly about what's in the actual arrangement. Paradise City, from Guns N' Roses' 1987 album Appetite for Destruction, has this propulsive verse. The trademark snare hits happen twice before the chorus. Once here, and again here. As the arrangement is written, you have this bar 2/4 as Axl is singing, "I'll pay you at another time." Then the drums are supposed to capture these 16ths along with "take it to the end of the line." Let's first play that as written. And for that, I'm going to use a different recording. We'll see why later. Now let's put the original together with the click and see what we hear. It's not quite 4/4, is it? But say we were going to try to capture this exactly as played. How would we get the closest? For that, we need to turn to nerd music. Chapter 2, GNR Math Rock? The fill is so rushed in the original, it sounds like it's ahead by a 16th. But there's a meter that captures this, 15/16. If that sounds super mathy and esoteric, let me demonstrate 2 ways to think about that should make it easier. First, if we just take a bar of 4/4, playing 16th on the hats like this, and leave out the last 16th so we just skip back to the 1 like this, but I think there's an easier way to remember it. Rush. The bridge in Tom Sawyer is in 7/16. I mean, technically it's 7/8, but that just means it's counted twice as fast. But for our purposes, it's functionally in 7/16. So I can play that on the drums like this. You can do it too. We have the transcription below for download in case you want to read it. Now, let me play in 2/4, kind of just straight time, right? Here's the interesting part. I'll do 1 bar 2/4 and 1 bar Tom Sawyer. Just think regular beat Tom Sawyer. Play it enough and it kind of becomes its own thing without you having to count it. Congrats, you're playing in 15/16. Now let's talk about how I think this song maps to that. If we take this bar and shorten it to 15/16, here's what it would look like. I'll play it on its own, alternating with a regular rock beat. And finally, I'll play it with the loop of the arrangement. So there you go, mystery solved, right? GNR were into math rock before their time. Who knew? Except it's obviously more complicated than that. Chapter 3, what maybe probably happened. For starters, obviously the transcriptions I could find online don't show a bar of 15/16. And I'm reasonably sure GNR weren't actually trying to do math rock. There's no evidence in any interviews of that. But I wanted to know whether, after Adler's contribution, the band conceived of this bar as stretched. So I went back to the live archive. First exhibit, concert from 1992, with Adler's replacement, Matt Sorum on the skins. No 15/16, right? Just plain old 4/4. But maybe that was just Sorum. For our final verdict, let's check out the 2023 performance at Glastonbury, with Frank Ferrer on drums. Same thing, plain old 4/4. So I think we know this much. The band fundamentally didn't think of this as stretched or in an odd meter. But if we listen to the studio version and the live performances with Adler, it's clear they, well, went along with it. Which leaves one big question. Who was Steven Adler? Why did he drum like that? And why did GNR like what he was doing so well they adapted their arrangement to his idiosyncrasy? Chapter 4, Steven Adler. Adler, born in 1965 in Cleveland, was the drummer and songwriter for Guns N' Roses' first 2 studio albums. Appetite for Destruction, released in 1987, and GNR Lies in 1988. One of the first things to know about Adler is that he was purportedly fired from GNR in 1990 due to heroin use. I should mention that from what I could find, he turned it around starting in 2008 and is apparently sober now, so kudos to him.
Like I said, people, so much support and love, and they've come up to me and said that I've helped them.
But in the late 80s, irrespective of drug use, however, was Adler's unique feel. In 2 separate interviews, he's spoken about it. First this, I'm very influenced by jazz drummers. I always liked drummers like Roger Taylor, Keith Moon, Ian Pace, John Densmore. I just learned from playing to those drummers. I feel like it brought a little bit of that rock and roll jazz to basic rock and roll. Then this. There's no timing. Not that I wanted it to be like a metronome, like all those other 80s records. Subsequent drummer Matt Sorum spoke about Adler's loose feel and how it was difficult to duplicate and different from his default style. I had a different feel to Steven. The thing about drummers is that we're all different. Guys can try to emulate John Bonham until the cows come home, but it isn't going to happen. And finally, their most recent drummer Frank Ferrer said this. When we play the Appetite stuff, I try to have the push and pulls, he said. Steven's punk rock bits are great. Adler's playing was one of the greatest rock drumming performances in the history of music. You can put it in the top 10. His playing on Appetite is perfect. So, kinda case closed, right? Did Guns N' Roses deliberately play in 15/16? Probably not. But they did have a mercurial genius behind the kid, and gave him free rein to put his stamp on the early albums, to such a degree that they followed his quirky timing and incorporated it into their live performances. Still, it makes me happy to imagine the boys of GNR as early, low-key math rockers.
And that's how you get the gig!
Well, folks, hope you enjoyed this one. It's a little off the beaten path, a little different from the usual 80-20 stuff. What can I say? I heard the song at the gym and was inspired. Anyway, we talked about a lot of odd meters, and if you'd like the transcription of all of that, you can get it for free by clicking the link below the video player and telling us where to send it on the next page. Dudes, it's been real. Always enjoyed these. See you again real soon in another lesson of the week.
Let me practice this. Trying to get tempo di rush, tempo di time slur. Okay. It's so hard with all the 16ths. One more time. Again. Again. One of those ones when you have to get it perfect. Again! I guess I couldn't get the gig with Rush.